Alright guys, welcome to another Take 3 reaction. Today we are going to be reacting to the INNERGEEKDOM Championship match between Mike Kalinowski and Rachel Cushing. This is a match we've all been looking forward to, a great rematch that we've all been looking forward to, but this time it's for realsies, it's for the belt. I've got a great panel with me. I've got Matt Kearns to react to this with me. How's it going, Matt?
Going good. I somehow have avoided spoilers for this match, which I don't know how, but I'm very excited. My boy Mike won the belt, and he's not losing it today. Even though I love Rachel, she's awesome, but he's not losing the belt anytime soon.
And maybe reacting, maybe not reacting. I never really know when he records our reactions for us. Is Abraham Flores? How's it going?
I see what you did. I just want to say that I've seen the match. I'm just here as emotional support. For anything.
Okay. And also for editing.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason I'm here.
Well, I mean, I keep asking if I can edit these, and you keep telling me no, so just...
And I keep not asking you because I don't want to edit.
Hey, Matt, have you watched the summit from last week? I did what you asked for.
No, you literally just uploaded them right before we hopped on here.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
No, I did not watch the hour-long summits.
Okay, we're gonna get this match going, and we're both really excited about it. I didn't say who I had picked. I said in many locations that I thought Mike was gonna win this, but really it's just because the last 5 or 6 times that Mike has had a match, I've rooted against him and he's won, and I said he was gonna win, and therefore, he's going to lose, going by the Chris Kurth method of picking.
If you cost my man a belt, Kristen, you will have hell to pay on the summit. I can promise you that. There will be lots of pouting. I will oftentimes put in sound bites from my phone in awkward moments when you or Malcolm are on good points. I'll put in fart sound effects.
That sounds great. I'm really looking forward to all of that happening, but we won't know if that happens or not on the summit until we watch the match. So we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play.
And I just realized I'm a bad corruption fan. I forgot to... I wore my t-shirt earlier in the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia show. 35 competitors. Who's going to be the last person standing? 5 competitors will start at the table. People who have the lowest amount of points on the desk will be eliminated, and then new competitors will enter.
You never know who's coming down the ramp next.
But
you guys can be there to watch it all go down in downtown LA.
Give it up for John Humphrey.
Wow, Erwin has not missed. Head-to-head.
Yeah, that was. Remember when we had no clue who Ethan one really was?
Yeah, and then we all got real scared.
And then I drafted it, and I won the fantasy. Remember that?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
Don't remind me about the fantasy, man. Okay, Vinny left and he hasn't
This is something special.
So much cooler. Not that I care.
Get tickets now.
Care.
Yo, cutscene.
That's right, Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. No, thank you.
One down, one guy back, baby. Woo! Easiest time I've ever served in my life.
There are very few people in this world who could say that without me cringing. Andrew Guy is not one of them.
You're talking about that idiot.
What up, bud?
This Tara loves Andrew Guy, apparently.
You made her cry.
Do you live here? What are you doing here? I kind of do. They locked me in a room for 6 months. I've been there. They keep trying to lock me up, but I'm always coming back out, baby. I'm always... Oh, I can't believe you would have the balls to show your face here. Are you kidding me? First of all, if one of us has a pair of balls, it's me. And secondly...
Or they need to fix the volume on these cutscenes or add subtitles.
Putting someone through a table. Do you remember that? Hey, you're a clown. You're going to have to play. I'm going to embarrass you. Okay, well, first of all, I've already TKO'd your teammate. I've TKO'd a 3-time champion. And you know what? I would love to play you, but I can't. Because the guy that runs this place says I can't play you yet.
That's not exactly what was said. Yes, you cannot play
Everyone's
in
going
a
to be in this
singles
cutscene.
match
Literally everyone.
just yet.
I really
However,
love that
Sam and I
composition of
talked
the show.
over, and we have come
You
to
see,
an
you can see
agreement
with
a
four of the
stipulation,
faces.
which is that it will be 18
The volume's too
match
quiet
you're
for me
able
to
play
do
each
both.
other in, and you're welcome to choose whatever teammate you want, and then you can take this feud to the Schmoedown arena, as it should be.
You think? I will. You know what? Fine. You know what? I choose Robert Meyer Burnett. Really? Whoa. You pick Burnett as your teammate for
Wait,
this
what?
match. That's a, Drew, that's a great decision.
Wait,
I have to tell you.
what?
You have somebody who has some business to be done with this moron, too. I'd like to introduce you to Tom Dagny.
Morons.
Yeah.
Working out. You're looking
How's that?
Good, we get to talk about Tom again.
Nice.
You'll never see it. Shatner wasn't in this, so you never saw
I'll
it.
burn that down. I will Burnett it down.
Yeah, well, guess
Tom's
what?
gonna kick Burnett's ass. It'll be so good to
Shatner's
watch.
toupee hair.
Wait, but
Is that where you were? Is that where you've been for the last like 6 months?
Gentlemen,
What?
what are you saying?
You
We've
didn't
had
get-
enough,
I
okay?
want to play you.
Guy locks
That's
me in a
it.
room for 6 months, doesn't come back, no food, no
I'd be-
water, no Netflix.
Shut your
I'd
mouth.
be surprised
We'll
if
see
you guys
you in
get
the
ready
ring.
to spin the wheel.
I'm looking forward to it, baby. I'm looking forward to it.
what?
I'm so glad that we're reacting to the INNERGEEKDOM title match, or else I would say I don't even care about the match, because I just want to talk about the fact that Tom Dagny is coming back in the ring with Ben Bateman. I'm so happy.
What?
Okay, we're talking over it. What pretty much happened was Emma said that
No, I know what happened. I just...
you're just shocked because of the awesomeness that is about to happen.
If you saw the live, it was a
Can
different.
their team name be Little Bobby?
The different cutscene is no longer canon. It got wiped from our...
Yeah, but
Remember.
it serves the
It's
exact same
legend.
purpose.
It's legend.
Yeah, but it serves the
Okay?
exact
It's
same purpose.
legend.
Rachel the Crusher Cushing
That's fun.
will be facing the champion Mike the Killer Kalinowski.
Which I called, by the way.
Did you hear the names
Just
that you
reminding
just
everyone,
said?
I
You
called
said
it
the Crusher,
in March
you said the
of
Killer.
last
One
year.
of them gets a belt, one of them walks home empty-handed. This is going to be such a heavyweight bout. There is going to be, this is what, Kristen, you call in the old days, probably when you were growing up in Queens, Bayside, a slopper knocker.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'll tell you, this is, there's so much history here. There's so much history when you look at, you go back in time when they played in the INNERGEEKDOM in season 4, and Kalinowski lost to Rachel Cushing.
That is
He got
so,
back on the horse.
even though
He said,
Kalinowski
"I am
lost, that's
going
so
to become a much better competitor." He did that in INNERGEEKDOM, but he
They were
wound up
both so
facing
good.
Rachel again in the singles division. Rachel won that match as well. But Mike created the INNERGEEKDOM tournament. He last season he had a whole bunch of, we know what happened last year.
It's a
with
little
corruption.
corrupt with a capital K.
All of it. I mean, even so much so that he got himself to the finals of the tournament. Him and Rachel never fought. They thought that everyone thought that was what was going to happen. It didn't happen. But what happened was Mike wound up losing to Mara Kanopik, who ultimately went up to win the championship from Jason Inman. And then Mike figured a way to get himself in there to that title shot. Mike Kalinowski took the title from Mara Kanopik at the Schmoedown Spectacular, taking the championship and giving Corruption. He gave Corruption the win, and they have that right now, and they're riding high, and they don't want to lose it.
That's
Wow.
right. Will Mike Kalinowski continue to
If
have
the
that belt? Will Rachel Cushing take it
curse
from him? Will
is
Christian
correct,
compliment me
then
on my
they
shirt this
will.
evening? All those
Okay.
questions about to
You
be
know,
answered.
It's about to
Does
happen
the
right now. Rachel Cushing, like I
terminology
said in
of
the beginning of
willing
the
it
program, she's
into
looking to
existence
become
mean
the
anything
second
to you,
ever
Kristen?
double-belted
It
champion
does actually,
and
which
the
is
first ever
exactly
double-belted in the
why I
INNERGEEKDOM.
did.
She is a solid INNERGEEKDOM player.
There's a
They are
reason
the two
why
best
I
of
went
the
against
division.
one of my
They are
favorite
here
players.
to scrap, and here is how
I
it all
knew it
went
was
down.
too good to be true when she voted for Mike.
I will get it wrong in our fantasy draft, if that makes you feel any better, if he loses.
It doesn't.
I took one for the team.
You know, just like Steve Rogers, you knocked me down.
I don't want to be the new Chris Clark or anything, but like, if this works out, then...
Stop talking about it.
Kristen, how are you part of a
Cushing,
team
a
if you're a
thoroughly
single
dominating
individual?
performance.
Cushing, we got an
Is
open
everything
spot.
okay?
He's gonna play that guy, the new guy. Zippity doo dah.
What are you talking about?
Gold ear?
And your winner, Rachel pointing at Kalinowski.
She's, to me, been the only threat to this going away from me. This is not going to be an easy run. Whoever wins this tournament's going to freaking earn it.
That's true. They did.
They did. I miss Jason London.
Me too.
He was so good.
He was.
Back.
He could have been a contender.
Spectacular for that belt.
I'm so happy watching
this belt for you guys out there.
Good old Flo
The main event is now Rachel Cushing looking to become the INNERGEEKDOM champion against the reigning champion Mike the Killer KO Kalinowski.
Cara is a huge
Right there.
Rachel fan.
Champ, right there's two champs.
You mean the guy in the background? I don't think that's a
I
champ.
literally, once you said that, I was like, Kristen's gonna say, oh, the guy in the background? You're so predictable with your jokes, Kristen. God, get some new
They're
material.
good jokes. No, they're good jokes. Get out of here.
Baby asks everything. Jokes
What is
are
Mark wearing? Did he borrow Thad's shirt again?
He's gonna vote.
I mean,
We'll put a poll out to
again,
see
when you
what they
think about
think.
divisions, whether it's MMA or boxing, it's like
I
you
don't
want to
think
see
you
the
want to
two
know what they
best
think.
scrapping it
I'm
out.
still gonna
These
lose.
are the two
Two
best
of them.
INNERGEEKDOM players that we have in the league. I mean, it is they are that good, and what they know is just incredible.
I mean, in Harry Potter terms, this is like watching a Quidditch match. Who's going to score all
It's
the
like
knickknacks or the
deja
wickwacks? We're
vu.
going to find out right now.
Well, we're ready to get going here.
didn't
All
even
right.
notice
So
the
if
shirt
you
the
look
first
at
time.
both the notable accomplishments, here
I
you
didn't
go.
Oh,
notice.
God, we're going to be here all night.
Well, and there's a lot of them.
Sure, I said.
I'm
What
gonna
is
read all
Mark
of them.
wearing?
So here we go. The notable
It looks like
accomplishments
he's
for Rachel the Crusher
rated
Cushing.
Thad's closet.
She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year. She is part of the team champions. Her INNERGEEKDOM match
Sure.
against Mara Kanopic was the
during the
overall
podcast.
match of the year in last year.
Yeah, they added all this.
I'm glad we waited, even though I
So
really
Mike
wish
Kalinowski,
I had seen
the
it
killer.
live.
He is the
Nah, I wish I
current
could've watched it live,
IG
but-
champion. He is the 2018 INNERGEEKDOM finalist, and he has victories over Mara Kanopic, Danaka, Haven, and Adam Lavin.
I didn't hear a name you said in there because he doesn't have a victory over Rachel Cushing. Like you said, 0-2 versus Rachel. Will that change here this
It's
evening?
0-2 overall and 0-1 in the INNERGEEKDOM, but this is a big fight for him and Corruption. You know, Corruption wants to keep on to it, and
They can't even spell.
no. Well, are you ready to get going?
I mean, look at me. Do I look not ready?
All right. Well, if the
he looks
crowd's ready,
moderately
ladies
ready.
and gentlemen,
Yeah.
it's time for the movie
Movie
trivia.
for the eyes.
5 rounds for
Should I play
the
along even though I
INNERGEEKDOM
already know the answer?
Championship of
That's
the world.
cheating.
I'll do it anyway.
Introducing first, representing the Shire Wolves.
This is good music right here.
With an
It is.
INNERGEEKDOM record of 4 wins, 3 defeats. She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year and the reigning movie trivia Schmoedown team champion, the challenger, Rachel the Crusher Cushing.
Let's see. Round of applause. It's Clark Wolf.
Former partner, and Rachel Cushing,
Excited.
the challenger, coming in. Let's bring our teammate, Clark Wolf, handing over the team championship.
Wolf.
What has she got?
She's got a
Picture of Mike.
That is
She
a
got a picture of
picture.
Mike. What she got?
What is she going to do with that picture?
I think I know.
It's a nice
I
headshot.
think I know. We haven't seen it.
Whoa!
She didn't crush it. She ripped it.
Is she gonna have to change her nickname?
And there's Mike.
The Ripper?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That's my fault.
You scared us for a second there, Rachel. Although, the Ripper would be a... But it would need to be one Jack the
It's
Ripper.
tough to see that
Rachel
headshot
the
had clearly
Ripper.
been retouched and
It
worked
is
on a
someone
lot.
in the Schmoedown named
Just see it
Jack.
ripped up like
Maybe
that. It is
that's
nice to
the
see
new
the
version
Jack
of
back on the stage. Last time we
Jack
saw
the
him on the
Ripper.
stage, I mean,
But
they were
Jack
the Comedy
Hines
Store
is
winning
part
pretty
of
much
the show.
every award that they were nominated for.
That's
Won a lot.
right. Yeah,
We're gonna see
Jack
them pretty
Hines of
soon
the
as they go
Kingsmen.
against critically
Your
acclaimed,
nickname
but
is now
that's
the
not why we're here
Ripper.
today.
You're a cool guy. We hung out at Comic-Con.
Her
Okay.
opponent, representing Corruption, with a record of 4 wins, 3 defeats. He is the 2018
What is it? Looks like face mask.
finalist and the reigning, defending.
Okay, I've always thought that they were saying this is awesome. I can't be the only person to the being. It's sounds like this is awesome. This is awesome.
You're projecting.
Since 2012, I've been projecting.
And there's Grace. Oh no. Oh, both.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, we knew what was gonna happen. She was posting about it all over the place.
You missed the attire. You don't have a corruption share. The T-Public not delivered on time.
I don't think she
Yes. There he is.
We're just happy to have Grace back.
Yes, we are, but not as happy as I am to see Mike with that belt.
Well, you aren't going to be happy for long.
Shut up, dude.
I wish they had a microphone to hear everything King was saying.
Yeah. They need to, it would be really cool if they could, like, offboard mic all the people coming in, but then you'd hear a lot of, like, yelling.
One of those mics they use for recording.
Look at what I love though. Look at the Shirals just stand in court. I love
a shotgun mic.
Just stand in court with a smile on their face, like bring it.
I would say the word bemused
It
on the faces.
All right,
to
so
not
there
see
is
him a fight
corruption.
with
They have
them.
hit the table.
Oh no,
Mike
it's just weird.
Kalinowski, the defending champion, is
Yeah,
ready to
they
go.
are
They're
free
exchanging their
agents.
pleasantries like they're saying goodbye to their son who's going off to college.
His name Draco's with
All
Roxy.
So with that, here we go, Mark.
Or
How
Mark and
does
Rachel.
round number one?
In round number one,
Chris,
after
you
the
know what?
introduction,
Have each
Ken
other.
Knapsack picks
You
on
should
the
do it from
youngest member
Skype.
of the
Every
audience.
match,
We
they just
begin
FaceTime
round
you
number
in.
one. Keep in mind, this is a
They
championship
have
match.
each
There
other,
are
and you know
5
what?
rounds as opposed
They
to
have
the
enough
normal
belts
3. You two are no stranger
to
to
keep them
a
warm.
championship
I think
contest. In
we've
round
got
number
2,
one,
they're about to
10
have 3.
questions from
Oh
10
my
different
God,
corners
shut up.
of the movie trivia Schmoedown, INNERGEEKDOM, and
Mike
Galaxy. Each question
know,
is worth
I'm
1
not
point. As soon as you hear it, you got about 15
giant
seconds.
I
Write
and
down
an
your
F.
best attempt at an answer.
If-
Once we ask you to reveal it, please show your
If it
answer
happens,
to
the
the
end of this
camera
video
and
is
to
not
us
gonna
up here at
be
the Answer
fun
Desk. At the same
for
time, you
me.
verbalize it
It'll
into
be fun
the
for
microphone. Like I said, each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no
Kissing
stealing in round
daughter
number
with
1.
that
Each
disgusting
competitor throughout
mouth.
the duration of the
I
5-round
can-
match has 3 usages of the JTE
Cara, you
rule.
listen
If
to
you're
Uncle
not sure you
Matt?
heard a question correctly, you want to
Not
repeat
your
it, or
mouth.
you just want to buy yourself some time, use a JTE
JTE
rule. Each competitor
rule.
also has 1 challenge to be used at any point during the match.
I like that.
With
baby.
that, we ask the challenger first. Are you ready?
Ready?
I
Champion,
can
are you ready?
ready.
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to
Schmoedown.
Hold on.
You can feel the tension in the air right now.
Feel
That's
it
just the Wi-Fi.
This is one of the biggest matches we've seen in a long time. All right, here we go. Question number 1.
Okay.
The MCU.
That's funny.
The MCU is the first category. In Captain America, the first Avenger, who plays U.S. Army Colonel Chester Phillips?
Oh, we should probably point out that the MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Good call.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
In Captain America, the first
Really?
Avenger, who plays U.S.
I'm
Army
not-
Colonel
you
Chester
do you.
Phillips?
I apologize.
AJT rule early.
He might
doing
be
the
like,
calculus
'cause
in
I-
their
I
heads. It's fascinating to watch the guinea pig
Literally am between like
on
2
the
people
wheels.
on this, and I don't know if I'm wrong on either one.
2, 1. Mike.
Tommy Lee
Tommy Lee
Jones.
Jones.
Yes. Rachel.
The
Tommy
one
Lee
you're
Jones.
thinking
Good
is
start.
Two-Face himself.
Look at all that gold on the desk. Look at all that gold.
Each have a point. Rachel
Oh,
Cushing,
oh.
great handwriting. Mike
Oh,
Kalinowski, still some work to do.
All right. Here
In
we
the
go.
category
Thinking
of
but
Star
what's the name
Wars,
of this?
these are
Stanley
Star
Tucci's
Wars
character.
movies. And
That
your
guy
question
is
is,
Dr. Abraham
who
something.
stars as Han Solo in the film Solo, a Star
It should
Wars
have been
story?
me, but
And why is there a groan in the crowd? It's a fine movie.
It's 5 rounds.
It's a fine movie.
5,
I also can't spell his
4.
last name. Just say my own.
I
Remember he
can,
met
but
the
my
big dog
phone.
and they had an adventure?
1. Pens down.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yep. And Mike.
Well, it should have been me.
Okay, tie game.
Should have been
Tie
me.
game.
There we go.
All right.
Didn't
next
if you had
question.
casted me, it would have been
Next
normal.
question is
Just
in the
saying.
realm of DC films. DC.
That movie fun.
In Batman and Robin, what does Mr. Freeze modify into a freeze ray to cover all of Gotham in ice?
No groan for that movie? They're gonna attack.
You really don't know?
5.
No, I'm wondering if this is the right name.
3, 2,
Oh, jeez.
1. Pens down.
Telescope.
I've
The
heard a
Gotham
telescope.
Observatory.
but-
Coke.
It's incorrect. Rachel.
A telescope.
Telescope's correct.
It is a telescope.
Telescope's correct.
Uses
Well,
a
it's
telescope
the
as
Gotham
instrument.
you want a
Observatory's
It
telescope.
is technically the observatory,
Give me
but
5
it's
counter when you
the,
jump.
The observatory's
the
telescope.
observatory is the whole building,
Okay.
and
It's-
he doesn't
Alright,
do
here
the
we
whole
go. Okay,
building.
next
It's
up.
just
So
the
we move on to
telescope.
The
Question number
phrasing
4
of the
of
question
10.
was right, but it's
And
also
this
I
takes
can
place
see where
in the
Mike
realm of
was,
Middle Earth.
his head was at.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Middle Earth, and your question is, Benedict Cumberbatch plays 2
Oh,
roles
really?
in the Hobbit trilogy.
He
One
does?
is
He does.
Smaug, and the other as whom?
He does.
He plays the.
I know it.
Now Mike has
Fun word to say.
He plays that red
Smaug.
thing.
5.
What's that? Oh, the red thing.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Sauron.
down.
I went
Rachel.
with
The
Gamaz, which
necromancer,
is
also known as
Smaug's
That's correct.
cousin.
I didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Rachel
One
going up
is
by
Now,
that-
would they have counted Sauron, or would they have only counted the necromancer?
Here we go. Next
Sauron
question,
in that?
guys. Next question.
If he plays
is
a necromancer who
from the
is
realm of
Sauron.
Just Marvel films, not the MCU.
This is
Marvel.
not
That's
the
why
MCU.
I'm curious.
Who plays the Punisher, aka Frank
Oh,
Castle,
I don't know.
in Punisher
Oh.
Warzone?
I don't know this guy's name.
Okay.
I
great
should
read, but you just
know
gave
it.
away the secret
It's
identity of the
not the only one I like.
It's
Now they're going to be looking for a guy named Frank.
Tom
At
something.
5,
Tom Selleck.
4,
No,
3.
it's Tom
2.
something.
It's not John
Mike.
Bernthal.
Ray
I
Stevenson.
love you.
Yes, Rachel.
Ray Stevenson.
There you go. Rachel, still perfect.
I mean, there is a Tom
Still
who
perfect.
played
Mike
Punisher. I
gets
just
at least
can't
himself
think of it.
at 2. Next question.
And next up, we say hi to John Roca, who's all the way over in London. This is your universe, the wizarding world of Harry Potter. And your question is, a big round of applause for the Outlaw.
Yeah.
Your question is, what position did Harry
Ooh.
Potter's dad play in Quidditch?
Ooh, I think that this is different
know
in the
his old
books
man
and the
played
movies.
Quidditch.
Don't be one of those people.
He's
It's
the
like
one
in-
that
in
follows the
Texas,
Quidditch.
well, I played Quidditch, and you're going to play Quidditch.
I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong.
3, 2, 1. Rachel.
Seeker.
I put
Seeker?
Yes.
D.
Seeker.
Okay, here we go. Back it up.
Seeker.
6-4.
He plays
Yeah.
the exact same position
All right.
as Harry, isn't he?
Star
I
Trek.
Yes.
literally am
Star Trek.
rereading the books for Kara,
Which
so
actress, famous
I'm
for
having
her roles
issues.
in
I'm
her role
repeating
in
my
Cheers,
notes as I
plays
was
Seven,
watching this.
Spock's protege, and a Starfleet
I wrote that
commander
same
in training
question, I
in
think.
Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Honest question for you. How many of the Star Trek films have you seen? Were you a big Star Trek kid?
Seen all the new ones, the classic J.J. Abrams ones. 5, 4, 3,
Tap dancing.
I don't know why they
1.
changed that.
Pens down, Mike.
Kirstie Alley.
Yes, Rachel.
Oh,
Kirstie
I
Alley.
did know this.
You didn't know it was Kirstie Alley?
I did. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, I don't know this.
I
Questions
just
away
know it
from a
because
perfect
my
round number
phone
1, in
kept
which
for
case
whatever
she will
reason
get a
turning
bonus
Kirstie
question,
into
so you better
Kristen.
hydrate. You may
'cause
have
I
to ask an
messed
extra
And
one.
it is. I definitely
The
did know that, and I just
DCEU
gave up because
is
it was a
your
Star
eighth
Trek
question.
question.
The DCEU, and
Well,
that
that's
query
Shoot,
is,
that was like probably the only
David
one I
Thewlis
knew.
portrays which mythical god in
what's his
Wonder
name?
Woman?
It starts with an A.
I have no doubt what going on.
Sprite.
Oh,
Flavor is
4, 3,
Nope.
2,
coconut.
1. Rachel.
There
Aries.
you go.
Yes, Mike.
damn it. Why is my phone
Okay,
freezing?
again, 2 points
It
behind.
actually started super
But
Aries.
still,
easy.
neck
God.
and neck here. Mike just
Not
had
that
those
it
2 bumps up top,
matters.
but he seems
It's
to
not
have
like
a
I'm
strike
playing.
zone as we
Starts
get
with an
into our next one.
Starts with an E.
Heroes and
pretty sure.
villains.
Oh, let's
Heroes
put
and
an A.
villains.
Are we?
Aries.
Yeah,
Aries.
Scott
No,
Pilgrim
it's with an A.
versus the world. What is the name of Scott's girlfriend, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
I saw this movie
and the last
once.
Yes.
I don't like this
First
movie.
I'm not
and
even
last name.
attempting it.
Like if the answer was me, you'd say Mark and Ellis.
Not David. 5, 4. Middle name.
Turn on my
It's,
right.
Even it's
But it's been fun working with you.
1. Pens down, please. And Mike.
Ramona Flowers.
Yes. Rachel.
Ramona
Wow.
Flowers.
She
Rachel,
says my last name.
Rachel is a second away here. Now Rachel hits this one. She's got herself a perfect game so far. So Mark, what is it?
It's going to be a tricky one because this is a Patreon
I guess it is an A. I always
question.
thought it
This is
was
a
an A.
Patreon category, and this comes to us from Jonathan Peck. How about a hand for
Jonathan!
longtime fan. Enjoy the movie Trivia Schmoedown today if you have not already, and maybe one day I will
He's
say
a
your
fan.
name on this here program.
He is.
Jonathan Peck requested the category of mixed bag. Could be anything from
Must have
any
taken
world of inner geekdom know-how. In this particular question, in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, how many Shankara
Oh.
stones fell to the bottom of the
Oh,
ravine?
I got it. Matt, did you write this one too?
That's-
I might have.
I did not do anything.
Probably. This
If
sounds
anybody
like a
reviewed it by
question I
creating
would
my
have
middle
read.
name.
It does, doesn't it?
3, 2,
George.
1. Rachel.
Two.
2.
2.
For the perfect game.
Three chakra stones
Good
in the
job,
one
Rachel.
back to the
Perfect
village.
round. Perfect round, and it is 10-8. Mike still got it. Only missed 2. Good round by Mike, but Rachel Cushing. Rachel, this is just for you. You do not have to write this down.
This is great. This is
Here you go. This is your
great.
bonus
Yeah, okay,
question. If you get it, you have a point. Here you go. Bonus. What page does Snape Tell the class to turn to in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban when he is covering for Lupin's defense against the dark arts class.
Turn to 394. It's about werewolves.
5, 4.
394.
What up?
We're asking questions. Correct. About the
But how many people would remember that number if not for Alan Rickman's excellent delivery?
If it wasn't for his delivery, I would remember it because of what he goes 394 and bring me my detonator.
It's like Kristen number 2. This is the wheel round, so Hugh Jackman. You guys remember?
Similar to how we would do in a normal movie trivia Schmoedown.
2, 4, 6, so 1.
There is no opponents or spinner's choice on the wheel, so there's 12 different categories on there, and once you select a category via a wheel spin,
like in 20
you get 5
songs
questions in that particular genre of INNERGEEKDOM movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Now, after you get those questions, each one is worth 2 points. If you're sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we do swear is correct. Then it's worth 1 point. And there is stealing in round number 2. So, Christian, the tide can really turn here. And like you said, Mike Kalinowski, on any other day, maybe that's the headline, is that he got 8 points in an INNERGEEKDOM championship in round number 1. However,
But
Rachel
not
Cushing,
11
points. That's a perfect round plus the
I mean,
bonus.
8
so
points
Rachel,
is great.
You may select, do you want to spin that
If
wheel
he was going
first,
up
or would
against
you like to
anyone
defer
except
to
Rachel.
the killer?
Okay.
I shall defer.
You're going to defer. All right. So
Mike Kalinowski.
I shall not defer.
Please spin it
I
gently,
feel like
Mike.
if you're going to be an INNERGEEKDOM and use
Please don't
defer,
harm that
you
weel.
have to use the quote.
All right, there you
I
go.
don't even know what is
Shall
that
not
from.
defer. From Star
Wait to
Wars.
see where it's going to land.
Defer? What?
Yeah.
Which scene?
And here we go.
It's in Star Wars.
Round and round
Which one?
it goes. Mike
Number 1.
Kalinowski looking for something in the world of comic book movies.
In the Senate.
This could be Marvel.
Marvel.
All right, what's he want to do?
Yes,
here?
okay,
This
now I
is- this does
remember.
not say
Yep.
MCU.
When she's talking to the Chancellor's alarm.
Right away, but
Took me a
let's see
second,
what's
but I
gonna
got it.
He is maybe looking over.
Alright,
out here, Mike.
you know what,
Managerial.
Kristen? Because you're really just
go
trying to
again.
ruin my day and
Nice
you're
easy
just
spin there.
driving
Oh,
the
God, that's a strong
knife
spin.
into me. That's why.
All right, well, this gives us a perfect
Well,
opportunity
we are
to
at
remind
work
everybody
in this
out there
match,
watching
Matt.
that I'll be in
So,
Seattle March 14th.
all is fair.
Get tickets at markellislive.com.
And while you're at it, get tickets for the free for all.
That's March 23rd, Christian, in downtown Los Angeles at the Globe Theater. Did Mike happen to
Oh.
spin
Oh.
the one he wanted, which
Oh.
is DCU?
Is he going to keep
That's what
it?
he wanted.
Of course.
That's what
It's
he
not
wanted.
really a
DCU,
question.
And I'm going to remind everybody right now that that
What
wheel
is
is a
the
very
question?
special wheel because the wheel for today's match is actually a sponsored wheel, and that is by Mr. Nathan Ovendale. How about a hand for Nathan? Now, his sponsored slices are Middle Earth and Star Trek. Thank you for those. Nathan, and thank you for sponsoring the wheel. That wheel which turned to DCEU for Mr. Kalinowski.
All right, DCEU. All right, Mike, you're going to get 5 questions here in the DCEU. Here's your first. In Justice League, we first see Wonder Woman following
Paris.
a terrorist bombing in
Isn't
which
it?
city?
Isn't it
Yeah.
London?
He's going to go to multiple
5.
choice.
Yeah, because I remember the
3.
Paris.
Oh,
It's incorrect.
London.
For 2 points.
Matt.
Takes it.
He had
Now it's a
directed
5-point
us
gap.
incorrectly.
All right, here's the next one. In Aquaman, who voiced the King of the Fishermen, King Riku?
Jimon Honsu.
Dijman Hansu.
Shaiman Hansu.
I know I watched the match before, but I knew these answers. I'm being honest.
Okay.
Okay.
Question 3. In Suicide Squad, when the squad is first assembled at the airport to get their clothes and weapons, who arrived
Captain
in the
Boomerang.
large duffel bag?
Yeah.
Because he immediately comes out and punches a guy.
No, he had an answer on the tip of his
Captain
tongue.
Boomerang.
Correct.
Also,
Came back to
George
think about it.
Harkness.
Yeah,
Very
2 more.
smart.
2 more.
He's definitely slowed down.
In Man of Steel, while in the interrogation room, using his X-ray
I
vision,
didn't knew that one.
what does Superman say
lifesavers.
is also in Dr. Hamilton's breast pocket alongside with his ID badge?
Lifesaver.
5, 4,
Not Skittles.
3,
The rule
2.
of lifesavers.
Correct.
Deep cut, and he nailed it.
Okay.
You have your ID
Last
badge
question,
and a roll of
last question.
happy eating green
In Justice League,
lifesavers.
when Bruce points out Barry's special heat-resistant suit, what sport does Barry
Competitive
claim to use
ice
it for as a
dancing.
cover story? 5, 4, 3, 2,
Come on.
Multiple choice.
Oh,
Is it A, speed skating, B, ski jumping, C, ice dancing, D, luge?
Ice dancing.
For 1 point.
All right.
So Mike got himself a 2-point lead, but that steal was huge.
Looming large right now.
But
Rachel Cushing is going to step up to the wheel here. Christian, you're
Oh,
right.
man.
That was a 2-point steal. Rachel knew it right away. She knew it was London.
Depends on what
Rachel, whenever
You
you
can
are
play
ready,
it safe.
There are very many
you may spin
weaknesses on that
said wheel.
All right, Rachel's spinning, and you know, she was on the rundown.
Sponsored by Nathan Ovendale.
She was on the rundown yesterday, and they asked her, is there anything on the wheel you're scared of? Her response, no.
I can't imagine that at this point.
Yeah.
You know, being a veteran of the Inner Geekdom for both these competitors, even Mike Kalinowski, even though he spun away from Marvel, I still think he would have done pretty well in that category.
DC, or should we had DC? No, DC is fine.
He almost got Harry Potter.
That counts. Yeah, he had DCEU. So DC. Okay. Yeah, spin again.
Well, that's fun when your
spinning,
Skype
and
just
there's the
turns
spin,
off
great spin.
when you're trying
And
to
Rachel's
record a
shirt, by the way,
reaction.
designed by
Hey, you know what?
Machine, actually available
What
now
happens?
on T-Pop.
Yeah, there's a great shirt by our good friend
Really
Janine
has
the
since
Machine.
become just a league and is in
Wait,
fact
are
a
you
family.
guys still going?
You are the dad.
Yeah.
I am the drunk uncle.
Where are
only
you
thing that she'd have to
at?
spin
Oh, you
away
pause?
is
Okay,
the
let's pause
DCEU.
everybody.
That's right. It's coming around. It's not going to be DCU. It could be Star
I'm at 28:31.
Interesting.
Yes!
Trek.
Go with it, go with it.
Star Trek.
Do it.
Questions
She
and
has to
the
go
game
with
allows
it.
me to
Do it,
this.
Rachel.
She has to.
She studied real hard at Star Trek.
All right, Rachel, the first of 5 questions. Total of 10 points on the table right now in your round
She
number
knows
2.
Star Trek better than I
In
think
the
people.
beginning of Star Trek
Try
Beyond,
and answer.
Kirk has applied for a promotion. What would his new rank be?
Admiral?
Give her 2 points. Wow.
Vice Admiral. Excuse me.
If you like to talk about the Vice
What is
movie
the
that
name
just came out,
of
watch one
Kirk's
with a
son in the original series film?
David.
That is the correct David. Yes, it is.
Rachel Cushing.
Nice, Rachel.
It is not
That's
Edward.
the
It
name
is
of
in
my
fact
sister.
David. Wow. All right. Your next question, Rachel.
At this point,
Number 3 in this
sudden
round
death
of 5.
could really
in Star Trek: The
change
Motion Picture,
how this
Persis
match goes.
Kambata plays what character? We need the character name.
Lieutenant Ilea.
And we got the rank for no.
I was gonna say that's like
Dang.
a second, but it was gonna be idea. Hey, I've been getting almost all these right except for
Two
the
more
Vice
questions here.
Admiral.
Penultimate one in round number dos. In Star Trek: First Contact, who plays the man who discovers light speed? Zephyrin Cochrane.
James
Why
Conwell.
is it?
It is in fact the guy.
Yeah,
from
James, why did it take me a second to think of that?
Wow,
Guess the pig stuck in
Rachel.
him.
I am.
Cushing.
You have been studying Star Trek.
As Babe would say, la 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 la.
Jeez.
Rachel, your last question in round number 2 in the world of Star Trek. In 2009's Star Trek, Spock maroons a mutinous Kirk. What is the name of the planet that Kirk gets left on?
Oh,
Delta Vega.
It is Delta Vega, the Las Vegas.
the GG movies, and I'm okay with not knowing that.
Rachel.
This is like Jordan playing.
She is
All right.
freaking.
Okay, so now we
Okay,
get to
all right.
round number 3
Yeah,
with
okay.
Rachel finding herself with
And you
a
bet against her?
big lead here, 8-point lead as we get
Me?
into round number 3. That's the betting round, Mark. How's
Yeah.
that go?
It is the betting
I
round.
did it
Although Rachel
because
enjoys an
I don't
8-point
want to
lead,
curse her
anything
with a
can happen
loss.
in this round. Here's how it
No,
works.
but
You
the
have your
first
whiteboards and your magic
I
markers.
I
Michael's before
tested
the
out
show.
this
You get those?
hypothesis
You can
I
write
had,
down
and if
how
she
many points
wins,
you
then
wanna
it will be
wager,
correct,
because
and
this
I will
is the
just
betting
start
round.
rooting for
We're
Mike
gonna have
Kalinowski
Rachel
every time
take
he
a
goes
spin
up
at
to
the
Really
wheel.
for a
And Rachel, you're going to
hypothesis
spin
to
that wheel,
be-
whatever category it lands on,
to
we're going to
be
ask you a question.
how you
Before
call it,
we
like,
ask the question, you're going to write down how much you want to
you
wager.
need to do
in
several-
that category.
several
It can be 0
tests.
points. It can be all the way up to 3 points.
Well, I had
Get the
many
question
tests
right,
where
then you get that many
he
points. Get the
won,
question
and I
wrong,
rooted
you
against
lose that
him.
many points.
All right,
Go
here
ahead
we
and
go,
spin at your
Rachel.
leisure.
Here's the spin. Rachel
This
gets to
is
spin in
scientific
there.
evidence
They're
for
going
it.
to sit down. They're going to
Rachel
wager.
gets to spin.
I have
I would
my
say
own type of
she didn't have the
science.
best 2 spins because she got what, like DC
it
movies
called
and Star
Kristen
Trek.
Solomon?
You say that,
You
but
didn't
to her.
see Harry
Yes.
Potter. You didn't see Middle Earth on there. And for Mike Kalinowski, we know that
So,
we still have things like the MCU working
It's gonna
out there.
be
Star Wars, scores and soundtracks.
Oh, did the wheel change between round
Is
1
it
and
going
round
to
2?
be
I don't know.
DCEU. So
This
the
is
DCEU,
not
this
opponent
is something
choice
Mike
or
definitely
it's
wants
been-
to
I
do.
mean, I
Now,
think Rachel could
what
still do good at
will
this.
happen here? DCEU.
But this is definitely Mike's category.
Okay, so
You
we're
need
going to
to
write
go
your
for
points
3.
down, guys.
Judges have seen them.
All right, here
There
we
we
go. Here's the question.
I think Rachel should go
In
for 2.
Batman versus Superman,
She doesn't need
what
3
weapon
points
was
here.
Lex Luthor going to use to get
Flamethrower.
Martha Kent killed?
The flamethrower.
Do
Batman
do
shoots her
you
with
think they would accept Batman?
5, 4, 3.
I don't think Rachel knows it.
2, 1.
It's a weird
Pens
question.
down, please. All right, how many points, Mike?
I bet 2
That
points.
And you chose?
It's
Oh,
an exact score.
And Rachel, how many points?
3 points.
And you chose?
Bomb.
Mike Kalinowski is correct.
Dang, Rachel, you only needed 2. Oh, you didn't need 3.
All of a sudden, it's now a 20-17.
She did not need 3 points.
Oh, boy.
Wow,
She should have
Rachel
only
had
gotten
an
2.
8-point, and now it is 3 points as
Jeez,
the speed round comes. You were right, though.
This
about
speed
the,
round
as
means
we went into that betting
everything.
Come on, Mike.
That was big. He
Come on,
hit the
Mike.
DCEU,
We
and
got
we
this.
find ourselves in a 3-point game. Wow, the champion
I will
needed
riot.
that.
I will
because here we
riot.
go into the speed
She had a
round.
perfect
Mark,
game.
What's going on
Up
there?
to
If you think the tide can turn in
the
the betting
last
round, if you're
round.
watching at home, wait until you see what we have in store for these competitors. Now, it is a gauntlet in a championship match in round 4,
So
maybe the
hard to
clearest
beat the
indication
person
of
game.
that, because, like we said, it's a speed/lightning round. You each now have a buzzer in front of you. Christian is going to ask 5 questions. After each question, as soon as you think you know the answer, you may hit that buzzer and buzz in. Once I, Baby Carrots, say you by your first name, Rachel or Mike, you have exactly 2 seconds to answer correctly. If you do not answer correctly within 2 seconds, or it takes you longer than 2 seconds to get the answer, you are penalized a point. So if you get it right, you get a point. Get it wrong, you lose a point.
Okay, guys, so you guys are ready to go. All right, here we go. Speed round begins now. Who directed The Empire Strikes Back?
Mike.
Irving Kershner.
Yes. Idris Elba, Kieran Hines, and Nicolas Cage.
Mike.
Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Yes.
Melissa.
Gene Hackman portrayed Lex Luthor
Jeez.
in how many?
Mike.
3.
3.
Yes.
Jeez.
Bilbo Baggins in
Mike.
Mike's been practicing. Martin Freeman.
Sorry,
Ian
2
Holm.
seconds.
Martin Freeman.
No.
All right, last one.
Because
It's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, and Lord of the Rings. Ian
And we are
Holm.
reset for the last question.
I didn't read the whole question.
Who
I
does
just saw Bilbo
Tony
Baggins.
name as CEO
JK.
of Stark?
Mike.
Pepper Potts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kalinowski
Yeah.
tied
Mike.
up the game. Down by 8, finds himself tied as we go into the final round, the championship round.
You know, Christian, I
How
have
just
it prepared once we get into round
Mom,
5 that it's
I'm
one more
practicing
round,
at the
and then
buzzer.
I get to
That's
drink a beer, but this may
pretty
not be the
apparent.
last
He
round.
played
because
offensively,
we could be
something
looking at
that
some
Rams did
extra
not
innings
do in
here.
the Super Bowl.
That was
Took the risk
crazy.
on some of those questions, is what he did.
He did exactly the same thing I did with that Bilbo Baggins question, though. I just saw Bilbo Baggins and immediately assumed it was Hobbit.
I was like, Hobbit is technically
Round
so
number
this is a
5.
weird
This is the round
question.
that could determine
But
the winner of the
it's
INNERGEEKDOM
not.
Championship. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range
Yes.
from 1
It's
to
fantastic.
16.
He's part
Not
of
1
the
to 21 to
INNERGEEKDOM.
16. Once we get the
I
numbers,
think so. I
they
think
correspond
they-
to a
I think
different
it
corner of
is.
the
Yeah,
INNERGEEKDOM
'cause it's
movie
Wizarding
trivia
World.
I don't
show
think
now.
the second
Galaxy.
movie is
The
yet,
first
but I
question
think the
has to do
first
with
movie
2
is.
points. Next one's
We're all
worth
not
3
Harry
points.
Potter,
The last
so
one
it
should
would be
we
a
get
part of
right
it.
It's
is
Harry
worth
Potter
5
movie.
points.
Oh,
Rachel
the-
had the
the
lead
slice
for the
that Will
bulk
play
of
is
the
Harry
match thus
Potter.
far,
No.
but Mike Kalinowski in the speed round
They should
tying it.
change
And because he is
the wedge
favorite,
like they
so by
did
proxy,
for
Mike
Middle Earth.
Kalinowski will be
Yeah,
giving us
it's-
his
no,
3
no.
preferred numbers first. Mike, your
To say, like,
big
Wizarding
3
World or
lottery numbers
something.
are
3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, and 9 for the
Woo!
champion, the challenger.
Bad
2,
numbers.
8, 7.
2, 8, and 7. Rachel
She
will answer her
selected
2-pointer first.
Primer.
Category number 2, Rachel chose
I don't even know what's
Star
happening.
Wars. Logray is which type of creature in Star Wars canon?
Ewok.
Correct.
Yes.
Thank you. They're adorable.
God, what am I
Nice.
Kalinowski's up and chose category 3.
so nervous? I
All
can't
right,
even
Mike, you
answer
chose number
questions.
3, and this corresponds to a tiny little film trilogy called Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings.
Look, there
Oh.
is like an
And your
especially
little.
category.
For 2 points. Name
Just
the
a little
2
one.
human members
He's practiced a
of
lot
the
at Lord of the
Fellowship
Rings, so.
in the Fellowship of the Ring.
Aragorn.
Boromir and
Yeah,
Aragorn.
Boromir.
My 2 favorite characters in Lord of the Rings.
This is
Aragorn?
tricky. Because someone might want to say there's
Boromir.
3.
We're tied.
Yes!
Because,
Here's
you know,
Rachel
Gandalf,
Cushing.
but Gandalf
Here's
is not a
Rachel Cushing,
human.
who now
He's a
has her
wizard.
3-pointer.
Gandalf is a.
Harry
They
Potter.
are.
For your 3-pointer. Harry Potter.
Who?
What is
Or
the
wizard.
first name
Whatever.
of the
think he
founder
did?
of the House of Hufflepuff?
Helga.
Helga.
3 points.
Her name is Helga.
What a match!
She said it a little bit like we should know that too, so
Yeah,
I apologize to Helga. I know she's watching.
All right.
All right, Christian, what number did Mike select for his 3
Mike
points?
chose 6.
I knew that. I was just testing
My
you.
favorite
Mike,
on
for your
screen
3-point
Helga is the
question,
one
you
from
have
Hey
selected.
Arnold.
Rachel got one of her favorites with Harry Potter.
Yes.
Mike gets one of his favorites with the MCU.
Her sister's
The
name is
MCU.
Olga.
And for 3 points, your question is, what was the name?
If they did Hey Arnold
legal
trivia, I guess I would
documents
win.
The United Nations passed that declared the Avengers no longer be a
Is
private
Sokovia
organization
Sokovia
in the film
Accords.
Captain
Sokovia, no
America:
Sokovia.
Civil War.
You would have lost the point, man.
3 points.
I believe it was signed by 117 nations.
5.
And that is the Sokovia Accords.
Didn't need the nation part.
You're getting too cocky, man. You're getting way too cocky.
Yeah, don't
So
be
Rachel
cocky.
Cushing's going to get a chance to hit her 5. If she hits it, it bounces back to Mike, and Mike will try to hit his 5 regardless. Just whether or not he's going to try to tie it or try to win it will depend on this right here, Rachel. Marvel films.
If this goes to sudden death, I'm going to have a heart
X2.
attack.
You're going to have a heart attack?
Three-word phrase is written on the knife Nightcrawler leaves behind after his assassination attempt on the president.
Sic Semper Tyrannis?
Now.
5 points for Rachel.
Oh. What am I thinking of? Oh, the guy who shot Lincoln.
Mike Kalinowski has a chance to tie it. If he hits it, we go to sudden death. However, if he misses it, Rachel Cushing is the new INNERGEEKDOM champion. Here we go. Mike chose category number 9.
Guys.
That corresponds to the category of Who Said It? These are the quotes category.
Oh. Who said it, Matt?
And your question is,
Nice, easy category.
when asked, do they fear, who responded with the quote, a cage to stay behind bars until use and old age accept them, all
Eowyn
chance of valor is
in
gone
the Two
beyond
Towers.
recall or desire.
Asked by Aragorn.
5, 4, 3.
And wrong.
The question.
When asked, do they fear,
gosh.
who responded with the quote, a cage?
This is
to
not
stay
a hard
behind
one,
bars
so I
until
feel like
use and old age accept them,
he
and
could
all
know.
chance of valor is gone beyond recall or desire.
Shut up, Abe. Come on, man.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Is it Eowyn?
Yes, it is.
Tie game! Tie game! Mike Kalinowski has tied
Oh my God.
Sudden death we go! It is a for the championship!
Oh my goodness.
Wow!
Oh,
Who would have thought we got here? This is one of the best matches. Now look, sudden death's a little different this year into where each competitor both gets a JTE rule.
Remember when
It
we talked about
resets
this with Chance
one
Kristen?
JTE rule for sudden death.
The rules play out a lot like round number 1. We're going to ask a question to the field. You write down your best attempt at
This
an
is what
answer.
we
You have
call
15
the
seconds to
David
do so.
Orroso debacle
And once we
that
ask you
caused
by name
this
to reveal
rule.
your answer, please show us
Yeah,
what you
we
wrote
talked
on
about
the
this
whiteboard.
on the
Please
summit.
use your best penmanship. At the same time, you
Okay.
verbalize it
You
into the
and Chance
microphone.
question, mate.
Here's where it gets tricky. If
Yeah.
you both get the question right,
And I'm
we move
right.
on to
Take
the
it,
next
Chance and
question.
Kristen.
If you
Our
both get the
summit
question wrong,
obviously
we move on
led
to the
to
next
this
question.
rule
Should
happening.
one of
I'm
you
just
get it right
saying.
and the other one
Or
miss
John
the
Rock
question,
complaining.
the correct
I love you, John.
is the
Mine
new
and Chance's
INNERGEEKDOM
summit that we did,
Champion, are you ready?
obviously is why this rule
Challenger?
changed. I'm just saying.
My mom asked me to
begin
take
sudden
that
death.
table
Come on,
down.
Mike.
realm
Come on,
of
Mike.
Star Wars. In the realm of Star Wars. What is the name of the ship Holdo commanded in The Last Jedi?
Oh, of course I asked that question. Yep. Thank you,
15
Mike.
seconds, just like round number 1. You gotta go deep.
5,
Not that I hate that
3,
movie, but it's like of all the Star Wars questions,
I
the
haven't
one
seen
that
it. I haven't
don't
seen it as
know.
much.
Yeah.
1. Mike
Cruiser Ninko?
and Rachel.
Ninka.
And your winner and
You should have seen Carla's face. She was like, "What? What happened, Mom? Are you okay?" My baby.
It was Ninka and
My
You tell me
apologies.
what it is about INNERGEEKDOM matches, about the championship atmosphere.
Yeah!
From the crowd here as she raises the belt to the sky. She either chanting her name like the
This is gonna be the thumbnail picture.
Kalinowski, very classy in defeat, handing the belt
It'll just
over
be a
willingly
zoom
when
in
you have
of
to get the
Kara's
authorities
face.
involved.
Yeah.
And it's just something about the inner geekdom and a championship level match, Christian,
Oh
that
my
requires sudden
gosh,
death. And you know what?
I'm so
We're here for it.
That was,
Did-
I mean,
did
I
Matt
don't know,
die?
man. I'm telling you, like that, I've seen, we've been doing this for a long time. That's got to be, if not, I don't care if it's teams, I don't care if it's singles, that's the best championship
die?
match there's ever been.
Time can be a cruel mistress, and sometimes we are prisoners of the moment, but I will not
think
consider
he
what
sold
you said
himself.
hyperbole, because you look at the score, 31 to, I mean,
I'm
Christian,
sorry, man.
this is what you want. This is why you pay the $2.99. Hell, my mom just texted me. She would have paid $20 for a match of this caliber.
It was crazy.
I'm hearing
because,
someone's
look, Mike
video.
Kalinowski was in deep trouble.
That's a great point.
What
That's
did
right.
he
Two perfect
he was
rounds.
down. He came back. He came back, and he was.
I'll
look,
mute mine,
he had a
and then
perfect
you let me know.
fifth round. He had a perfect
He's still
Well, I'm not
speed
hearing
round.
anymore.
Almost,
and that's
but he
ends up being
dominated
it.
the
Thanks.
speed round.
Yeah.
And he had just an absolutely incredible showing towards the second
I
half.
feel bad.
there, and showed why he was the champion.
I feel bad for the
Nothing
poor
his head
baby.
up, and you know him.
feel
I'm
really
going to
bad for
guarantee
my
that he's
child.
talking about his next match. Pretty
You
soon.
should
And also
figure
for
that
my
out.
adopted
There's
child.
one thing you can say
I feel
about him.
bad
You get
for
past all the
Matthew.
corruption stuff. The guy loves
I don't have a
the
child.
inner geekdom category. He loves
wanna
playing
adopt,
in this division. And he's
you
not
can
going to let
adopt
a simple
Robert.
vowel, like replacing
Asking
an
Robert
A with
is
an
the
O,
coach.
get him down for 2
No,
He'll
you
go
can
home
adopt
with his roots
Linus.
tonight. Tomorrow he's
I
going to
don't
wake
like
up
Linus.
ready to try to get that belt once again. And we just so happen to have
Just
an
kidding.
interview
I like you,
with
Linus.
Mike Kalinowski, who
Hashtag
is felt
above
by
the wall.
Rachel Cushing, and his gaggle of
Oh my gosh,
women
guys.
not happy.
Oh
they're
my
crowded
gosh.
with Jen Sturger. Jen, we hope you're hanging in okay.
We are running out of room back here, guys.
Look
We
at
are
all those
running out of
people.
room. Oh,
Himalaya, huh?
Jennifer?
that
Check out that
match
sponsor.
may have been one of the best matches I've ever seen here at the Schmoedown.
It got there, eventually.
That was a really good
You were
match.
obviously behind round one, round two.
You
and
could say
then-
that.
And then
And
came the betting round.
I came through. You know?
That was a
I mean,
really
you
good
literally felt
match.
the energy in the room shift, didn't you?
Yeah, it was my game. It was at that point I knew. Started off, had my fumbles. Midway through the match, I was like, this isn't going very well. But I'm a champion, and you dig back in, and you know what you know. And at the end there,
He played like a champ.
it's my own fault. I do, as everyone knows, I
He
study. I have my
played
notebook. I wrote
offensive-
an
well,
in
that-
my book,
I
so it's
think
my
that
own
round-
spelling.
that
Nothing
betting,
to take away Rachel.
You have to play.
deserved that match.
Thing
She
is,
was
you have to
phenomenal,
play
so,
offensively against someone like
I'm
Rachel,
glad,
though.
He
He played it how he had
as
to
you
play.
guys are keep adding to your
He will
faction
have the
here, I've got to
championship
ask
now
you,
if she wouldn't,
what's
uh,
next?
If you would have
for
gone
you guys?
3 instead of
I
2.
mean, are
Yeah.
you going to continue in INNERGEEKDOM?
Or if
Are
Rachel
you
had
going
gone
to
2 instead of 3,
challenge Rachel again? Like,
then
what is going to
she
happen
would have
now?
had
Of
it.
course, this isn't over. This isn't just how it goes.
Both
I
played-
lost. I'll come back and I'll
Rachel
win it next
played,
time. Simple as that.
offensive
It's not going to happen. I mean,
Do you ever
this-
worry that she
11.
has your number? This is quite a few times now.
it's 3
she's beat-
now.
Yes.
3. And every time it's coming, you saw what happened there. So she bleeds. Going into that match, it didn't look like she was going to bleed that far, but she did. I caught her and she bled. And I pulled some great ones. The AO in that I thought was a great pull. But you learn something for every match. And
That was a
it's
really
easy
good
to be
one.
the
I
champ.
mean-
It's easy to be. Everyone loves you. It's easy with the.
It was 5-pointer.
How someone handles defeat, that's just as important. So she taught me
I
that
thought it
lesson.
was easy.
So is your focus still going to be INNERGEEKDOM?
Yeah.
Or
No,
are
we're
you gonna
branching
be-
out. Look, you just said everything. Look at this. Come on. We're faction now. We're going everywhere. Got
They're
teams
playing
going
a
on this.
match
I'm going back
against
into
world
singles, and I'm going to get back
finance,
in that belt. Was it Comic-Con? That's the
I
next
wasn't
defense is going to be?
scheduled.
That's where I'm going to be on the other side of that table, getting that belt back.
Spoilers, Mike. Jesus.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you what it is. This is how it's going
Would
to
you
go.
want to face Rachel at Comic-Con?
Of course I want to. You kidding me? You kidding me? A spelling error? I'm going to lose on a spelling error?
That'd be
No.
pretty cool.
We're going to go again.
All right.
It wasn't a spelling
guys.
error.
It wasn't
That's,
spelling error.
that's a
Is there
completely
Ken
different.
Knapsack.
Oh, wait,
It's
Ken
a
Knapsack.
completely
Knapsack
different
and Dennis
word.
Hancock.
Oh, they had some words? Okay, well, let's find
An
let's
A
Ken
versus
and
an
Grace.
O is a completely different
All
word.
right, fine.
Wait.
Ken and Grace had some words, apparently.
Well, Jennifer, I want to let you know there's been some wild accusations that the wonderful lioness returning, we own the copyright on that name, by the way, has distracted Roxy and sent her down the 5 freeway to Disneyland or something. Where did you do that?
If sweet, precious little baby Roxy is having a blonde moment and can't keep her Google Calendar straight, it's not my problem.
Yes, that's our official statement on that situation, so all the chat rooms can stop asking that question now.
Damn.
You guys do know there's such thing as caller ID, right?
Look, counterintelligence, we have it. We've blocked it. That you can do that, right? You could just buy. We bought an Android. We bought an Android or something.
Great.
Can I go back to the desk now?
Christian, I don't know what. I know that Grace Hancock just insulted all blondes, and as somebody who dyed his hair blonde for 3 months, I take that personally.
Fun fact, I was born
that
blonde.
Look, I gotta say, to be honest, I liked Mike's interview. I really did.
Classy with a capital K.
I mean, look, he's
Mike conducted himself very well in that interview.
Making some moves that maybe weren't.
It was a letter, just like Clark
he
versus
played
Erwin.
like a champion today. He really did. He just happened to miss.
Like,
you know, it's funny. Again, I mentioned the Schmoedown Rundown episode, and Rachel said
it
it
in the
inside
interview,
of that episode.
It
she
was
said,
his mistake,
this is going to be a
because he had
knockout,
it written
drag-out
down as
fight,
Nico
and
in his notebook,
it's all going to be about the brain
he
fart. It's all going to be about just the one person that misses, and Mike just happened to be that one at the very last second. He almost had it. He almost had the ship, but Rachel had the actual ship, and because of that, she is now a double-belted champion.
Matt hasn't said anything. I keep forgetting he's on the call.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown INNERGEEKDOM champion, Rachel the Crusher.
That's right, guys. Rachel, don't ruin your makeup. You look amazing.
She must have been working out because that INNERGEEKDOM belt's pretty damn heavy.
Congratulations on being the first double-belted champion.
She has room for one more belt, I think. I don't think she wants it,
I'm just
but
flabbergasted by everything that I just saw. Is it like a prerequisite for you that you have to put on the match of the year every time?
I don't know. That was a hell of a match. And first and foremost, I will say, you know, corruption aside, Mike, that was an incredible match. Well fought. You fought back. I mean, not a lot of people would fight back from an 8-point deficit, and he did. And he got that quote from my girl Aowen, and so like props to him. And thank you for making that a knockdown drag-out fight. I am going to go home and sleep for a week. But you know, game knows game, and he studies hard, and he is a top contender for a reason. Right? The people he surrounds himself with, I can't account for, but whatever.
So she's
you know, speaking of people that you surround yourself with, obviously, Clark isn't with you right now, and you guys just recently lost Emma. So the Fife Club is obviously kind of in shambles right now. What does this win mean to you?
Oh, it means everything to me. And Clark was in my corner today. She walked out with me, and she stood by my side while that gaggle walked out. And I owe her everything. She's my ride or die. And, you know, next up, we're defending this belt right here, and we're really excited about it. And we are very proud of Emma and excited for her new opportunities. And Mark's going his own way, but Clark and I have each other, and that'll be more than enough.
Absolutely. How cool is it to see little girls wearing your face on their shirts?
It makes all of this so worth it. You know, there's a lot that goes into this, and all the competitors put our hearts and souls into it, and sometimes it's really hard, but then you look at the little girls that were at the New York Live event, Christian's daughter and others who have come up to me and called me a role model, and it just wipes away all the trolls and all the negativity, and makes me even more proud to be standing here with both of these belts, because if it inspires even one of them to think that they could do something like this, as silly as this is. Come here, come here.
No, it's so cute.
Do you want to say hi to everybody? Look at the camera and say hi.
Who knew Christian's daughter would be this shy about speaking?
And I love that she's a huge geek and knows way more about Harry Potter than her dad ever will.
It's so cute. But, future IG champion right there.
God, how sweet is this?
Hey, Mike, do you want to react to that?
So obviously, you know, well, today feels really good. I'm sure you are going to go home and rest.
Kristen, are you crying?
But I got to ask you, Mike's already calling for you at Comic-Con. Any chance that you would want to see that happen?
If he wants to lose for a 4th time to me, bring it.
Swing!
Back to you guys.
Well, how about that? My goodness, there is your new INNERGEEKDOM champion, as well as your team champion, Rachel the Crusher Cushing. Finally, fulfilling her destiny, becomes the INNERGEEKDOM champion. And thank you to both Rachel Cushing and Mike Kalinowski for putting on one of the best matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, Rachel and Mike put on a hell of a show, but we need to tighten security up around here. We got random fans just running into interviews. I mean, it is chaos here in the studio, absolute entropy, and that's what you want after an amazing INNERGEEKDOM Championship match, after one hell of a team match that we had as the undercard, and that is all thanks to everyone out there for watching us and supporting us year in, year out, day in, day out here on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Himalaya. You want to check out the podcast version of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, go to Himalaya.fm. And Christian, before I turn it over to you to say goodnight, I'll just let everybody out there know, in the words of our dearly departed late great comedian friend Brody Stevens, keep pushing, Martin. Stay positive. Was this one of the best matches we've ever had? You got it.
It absolutely was.
100%.
He's always looking at us, smiling at us right now. So look, this was something special. The Schmoedown Throwdown. We've had our live events, and the live events we started in New York. Season 6, we told you it was going to be something special, and it has been. This has been the magic season. It is continuing to be the magic season, and every single match just keeps proving that. This Schmoedown Throwdown was fantastic. I thank for everybody who's been watching. If you're watching later on the replay, this was some big stuff, and there's more coming. Like I said, on March 23rd, the free-for-all goes down. Buy your tickets to Schmoedown Live, and as well as Chicago, that's going down. And if there's still tickets left, Mark said it before, there are the 2 live events. Make sure to get those tickets today. Mark said it before, as far as Himalaya goes.
I guess there are. Go met Kristen Smith at Chicago. Cody Newberry, Robert Parker, and Manning France are gonna be
That's a
there.
way to do it. So
They are, yeah.
Also met the most famous baby in the Schmoedown.
I don't know what the thing is.
She will not be at the live event.
She
She
will
will be
not
staying
be
at
there.
home.
Thank you.
Because it's past her bedtime.
That you enjoyed it,
She
because I
will
know
not
we
be
did. I know
there,
this
but
crowd
like
did.
you can meet her.
And once again, congratulations.
You obviously saw how
to
she
the
reacted to
Movie
one
Trivia
person
Schmoedown
screaming.
INNERGEEKDOM champion Rachel
I'll
the
sing.
Crusher Cushing.
I'll sing you,
For
Kristen.
Mark Ellis.
You want to invite my bouquet?
No, I'm cool. And for everybody else in studio, I'm Christian Arloff. We'll see you next time.
Those are organic carrots. Thank you very much.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm used to there being something afterwards, but I guess there's not. So that was awesome. And like, I know that there was a lot of words between myself and Matthew about who was going to win, but I do want to give all of the props to Mike. He 100% would have deserved to win that belt, to retain it. He deserved it the first time around. He played one heck of a game, and that is, you know, we're like 2 months into the year, well, technically 3. And we already have like the match of the year and the comeback of the year. I mean, that was amazing. He played an incredible game, and I want Matt to be able to talk about it. So Matt, I know that this is rough for you. Mike's one of your favorites. So how are you feeling, and what do you think about the match?
You can watch the results of the reactor summer.
What is with specialty events and my favorites losing belts? 2 years ago, I had to watch Mark Riley lose his belt at the Collider Collision. And now I get to have watched Mike Kalinowski lose his belt at the Throwdown. And I can't even be mad about it, because Rachel's great, and the ending with her lost daughter was so cute that I can't be a 100% asshole about it, because, I mean, like, I would have to have no soul after that. After Kristen started crying at that, I mean, having said all that, I'm not happy. I would have liked to retain the belt, of course, as we all do. Mike played a hell of a match. It sucks that Rachel played a better match. It sucks. Like, this isn't even, like, to everyone watching, this isn't even, like, this is legitimate, like, this sucks. Like, Mike is my number 2 behind Mark Riley, so, like, this stinks, because I know how much Mike wanted the belt, how hard he worked to get it, and to have lost it right off the bat sucks. He's gonna come back, and he can easily take it back, and to everyone who is, you know, Rachel Cushing beat Mike 3 times. There's no way you can beat him. John Roca said the same thing to Mark Riley before their match in 2017. And who walked away with the singles belt in that match? It was not a guy wearing a cowboy hat. Gonna remind you about that. It was an amazing match. This just stinks. But congrats to Rachel for being the first 2-time female champ. She's awesome. I love Rachel. She's one of my favorite people. I just wish she was playing someone else except for Mike in this match. Because it would have been different. The ending would have been different. And yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that Mike is, one of the top players in INNERGEEKDOM. I mean, him and Rachel are number 1 and number 2, and I think that's interchangeable at this point. I think they're both equally as good, and as we saw, it came down to sudden death, and it came down to one letter. It wasn't even that it came down to, a huge point difference. It was one stinking letter. I mean, he definitely deserves all of the credit that he can possibly get for this. I mean, I know it's a loss, but it felt a lot like both of them won, honestly, just because of how good the match was. But obviously, I am incredibly excited about Rachel winning. I'm trying to not scream anymore because I've permanently damaged my child's hearing at this point. But no, I mean, she 100% deserve it. I mean, I got really emotional because there's a lot of reasons why people do a lot of things, and a lot of people, their reason for being in the Schmoedown is it's fun, and they like competing, and they like the production, and they really enjoy making the product. But something that I don't know Rachel intended to when she started playing, she's become a role model for so many people, and the reason that she does what she does now, and the reason that I'm pushing so hard for inclusion and stuff as well, is so that people like Christian's daughter and like my daughter can grow up and be whoever they want to be. And that's why I got emotional, because she really is such an amazing role model to be able to look up to, even if it's something as silly as the Schmoedown. It means the world to so many people, and I'm just so happy that she got this belt. So we're going to have a lot to say about this on the summit. I have to rewatch this because I have so many thoughts and I can't say them all. So it's going to be great. Abe's like, shoot, it's going to be a long summit. We'll try and condense our thoughts as much as possible. But that's all we got for today. Let's find out where everyone is located. Matt, where can they find you being upset about Mike Kalinowski losing his belt?
You can find me, as always, at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter. Matt Movies 60 on YouTube. I'm right here as host of Second Look. Episode for last month was on Batman Forever. Episode that will be dropping sometime this month will be on the Smallville Season 2 finale, Exodus. And then next month I will not be doing something comic book related. I'll step away from that. And you can also find me as the co-host of Rhyme and Reason with Sandy Robinson. The episode that will have just gone up by the time this comes out is our episode on Tom Cruise, one of Sandy and mine's favorite actors. And as always, you can also find me having Kristen rub salt in the wound she inflicted on the summit and any other Take 3 program.
Yep, you can find that. My child burped. That's why I was laughing, not at Matt's pain. Abe, where can we find you, sir?
I just want to point out that I guess my opinion in the match doesn't matter, so I will not give it.
Well,
you can follow me
before. Abe, what did you think about the match?
I will not opinionate with it. I felt insulted. I felt offended. I did not feel happy about not being asked. At the moment Matt was asked. You can follow me on Twitter at AbrahamF25. You cannot watch me on Gone with the Wind because that show is over for a season. We're returning in May, or we're gonna cover something which I don't know. Manning hasn't told me. You can watch Late Night with Take 3, which I'm usually on. I don't know why I'm on the show. I don't think they like me. And that's it.
I like you.
I don't like you.
Okay.
Okay, well, you can find me making Matt sad and making Abe also sad, right here on Take 3 as the host of the Reactor Summit, where you'll probably get to hear what Abe's thoughts were on this match. Unless I just decide not to ask him, which is quite possible. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust at Smith_K10, the number, not the word, and on other various Take 3 videos when I have time to do them. So that's it for us. Thank you guys all for watching. If you haven't left a like and a comment on the original Schmoedown video, make sure you do that. It's extremely important. I don't even care if you give our video a like and a comment. Do it on theirs with every account you have.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, we care, but it's more important to give the original video the like and the comment. But yeah, thank you guys, and we hope that you all have a wonderful day. Take care.